I've had a home gym for about 3 years now. It's helped me make a lot of good fitness progress. But if I could go back to the beginning, there are some things I would change. Today I'm going to share with you some of my top home gym mistakes that I've made. Follow along and I'll show you how to avoid them. Hey guys, I'm Scott. We're back in my 70 square foot home gym. If you haven't seen my home gym before, I can link my home gym tour right up there. I love this home gym. I use it almost every day. It's really great for my fitness goals. There are some mistakes I've made in designing and building this place, so I can share those with you. Let's get into those right now. Mistake number one is cheaping out on equipment. As my friend Paul would love to say, you buy once, you cry once. So best example for me is my bench. I have this Marcy bench. I've had this for over a year now. It's awesome. I love it. It's been great, really sturdy. It's got a nice thick pad on it. Before this one, I had this blue one. I don't even know what the brand was, but it was super thin and it just had this little pin that you would pull to adjust it. This one, it obviously locks into place, you know, when it's set at the correct height. Also, this one has a removable leg extension. My last one had a leg extension, but it was not removable, so it wasn't good for space in here. I would have got a better bench to start with. Also, the squat rack. I got a great deal on this squat rack. I love it. It's the Fitness Reality squat rack, the cheapest squat rack on Amazon. I got it for $100, which is an amazing deal. But if you are planning on buying new either way, I would maybe suggest a Titan Fitness rack. There's definitely some upgrades to this rack that I wish I could make, and I can't because there's not an option. I really would love to get some jammer arms. I would love to get a dip bar attachment, a lat pull down attachment. This one has one, but it's not very good. This one's worked good for me, but if I could go back, I might go ahead and buy a more upgradable squat rack to begin with. Home gym mistake number two that I made was not making my pre-workout process enough of a ritual. I used to kind of just show up in the gym and then be like, oh, what am I gonna do today? Now, I make sure to warm up, which I think is really important. I do a little bit of a stepper, just quick 5 to 10 minute warm up on there. I drink some pre-workout and some creatine just to kind of get the mindset going. I also make sure to have my workout written before I get out here. Always have my workout ready to go so I can come out here and get to it. Also, I like to choose what I'm gonna listen to in the gym. If I have a podcast I wanna listen to, I get that fired up. I get my music ready. That really just helps me get in the mindset. Having a home gym is awesome because you don't have to commute, but I think sometimes we can rush our workouts a little bit. I always try to get in and know what I'm doing so I can hit the ground running. Mistake number three that I made in my home gym is not taking safety seriously. Got a safety arm here for my squat rack. I did not always use these. Full transparency, I was probably lifting pretty unsafely sometimes. Story time about that. One time when I had that old bench I mentioned earlier, I actually had the attachment not click in the way it was supposed to, and I was going to bench press and I unracked the weight from the J-hook and I had it over my chest. The bench fell backwards into the decline position. The only reason I didn't drop the weight on my face was because I had these spotter arms in. Just in general, I take safety more seriously. I think sometimes in a home gym you think, oh, there's no one else in here. It's just me. Like, what's gonna happen? But you could really injure yourself if you're not careful. So it's a lot faster to use this correct safety equipment than it is to heal from an injury. Mistake number four for me was not having a home gym savings fund. There's a lot of upgrades I wanna make in here. It's a long-term labor of love for me. So I'm gonna be spending some money in here for sure. But when I would think of something that I wanted to buy, I would get really excited about it and think, I wanna buy this for the home gym next. And then I would talk to my wife about it and she would ask me, how are we gonna pay for that? Which is a fair question. So I have set up a home gym savings fund. I put a little bit towards it every month. And then when I have a big purchase I wanna buy, I have it ready to go. I usually have my next purchase in mind. I have a list of what I wanna buy. I have a good base level that I can use right now, but always wanting to upgrade. So make sure you're setting money aside so that you're able to upgrade when you're ready. The next mistake that I made when I first had my home gym was not planning my workouts around the space that I have available. One great benefit to a commercial gym is you can kind of go in between machines or in between spaces. There's a lot more room to set up. I like to work out with supersets. I only have one barbell, obviously. So I used to make the mistake of I do a bench and back day. So I would do like incline bench press and barbell rows and T-bar rows. But now I'll do like incline bench press with some curls, or then barbell rows with some chest flies. So my supersets now are back to back, depending on what fits in my workout. A lot of people who have a home gym have limited space in their gym, so I think it's really important to plan your workouts around the space that you have. Home gym mistake number 6 that I made was not doing my research. I used to think that it was really difficult or almost impossible to do certain exercises or certain body parts in a home gym. A big reason that I thought that though was because I wasn't really doing the research that I should have been to see what was available. I started following a lot more home gym and just fitness channels in general, and I discovered that there's tons of exercises you can do with just barbells and dumbbells, and also resistance bands. An example for back would be rows. I used to think that you could really only do barbell rows, but you could do one-arm dumbbell rows, you could do incline dumbbell rows, you can do T-bar rows, you can do Meadows rows. There's a ton of examples. Whatever your fitness goals are, there's probably more exercises than you think available in a home gym. Do your research and figure out what you can do to make your goals work. The final home gym mistake that I made was letting the weather affect my workouts too much. In the winter, I would come out to the gym and be freezing cold and not having a heater, and it would take me forever to get warmed up and to get in the flow of my workout. I ended up buying a little heater off of Amazon. I could link it below. I think it was like 50 bucks or so. It really heats up the space really well. I come out on really cold days. I come out about 10 minutes early and get this booted up. I used to make that an excuse being too cold, but I definitely don't do that anymore. On the flip side, in the summer, I used to not work out with a fan. I would highly recommend that you get a fan. You get a fan for probably $20. I also, in the summertime, will switch, and in the winter, will switch the time of my workouts around. In my workout most days in the morning, but if I have time, I'll change it to a cooler part of the day. Same with the winter time. If I can work out more later in the day, I will. Plan your workouts as you have time, but if you don't have time to change it, just bundle up, wear some warmer clothes, get a fan, get a heater. It's definitely worth it. I think that wraps it up for my home gym mistakes. Comment below, do you guys have any home gym mistakes that you think people should avoid? Sound off in the comments, let us know. If you could give the video a like, I'd really appreciate it. It helps the channel out a lot. Also, if you could please subscribe, it would be much appreciated. Thanks a lot for watching. We will see you in another video coming soon. Have a good one.